So DBT seeds is a very straightforward feature in DBT. It allows you to load static files directly to your database using the dbt seeds command. However, it does have some limitations. For example, you really need to have a header row which tells dbt what are the column names. You need to have defined the delimiter properly. Either you can define it in your configuration or you have to use the standard comma delimiter. There is also another limitation, especially with reading non-UTF-8 characters. Usually, DBTC does not work with non-UTF-8 characters. And this is one of the questions I saw in this DBT Slack community recently. One of my colleagues there was having issue with loading some CSV files which has some non-UTF-8 characters. I asked him for a sample format, and this is the one, as you can see, example.csv. So he is trying to load characters like this. I mean, some, I don't know the language, what it is. I mean, they could be anything. They could be integers as well, you know. So this is the limitation with DBT. If you want to load these characters as they are, then you might have an issue. However, what you can do is interpret them as string. If you interpret everything as string, then DBT can easily load them. So let's say you are having this issue of non-UTF-8 character loading. If you ever face this issue, do these two things. The first, add a header row uh, which has simple column names that DBT can understand, UTF-8 characters, obviously. Second thing is interpret every column as string. So for example, I tackled this by A. You see here, I have added a header row here, column 1, column 2, column 3. So now it is easy for DBT to interpret this table using this column names. And then in my project.yaml settings, I define the data type for these columns as string. So now no matter which encoding your characters are, you can easily load them to your database. Obviously, it's not the best way to load them, but if you are in a hurry and you want to do some easy analytics, don't want to waste time, going through all that code of converting some Latin 8 to UTF-8, I don't know. So this is a very easy way. And then in your code, you can, once they're loaded to your database, you can easily convert them to the data type you want because since you're dealing with the characters, I'm assuming you know what they stand for. So I hope this helps someone. And let me know what you think in the comments below. Thanks.